So I'm delighted to be joined by Simon Taylor at Bath Rugby. Now, Simon, I think the Quins game on Saturday can be best described as a game of two halves.
Yeah, it certainly could. I think we contained them pretty well in the first half and went in 9-6 up. Then obviously came out second half, it started pouring with rain, and I don't think we really dealt with that properly and let them get a couple of pretty soft tries. Certainly we could have played a lot more rugby in their half, and ultimately in those conditions, once they got 7 or 8 points in front, it was hard to get back into the game.
The Stoop hasn't been a particularly happy hunting ground for Bath this season, but 9-6, what was the mood like in the dressing room at half time?
Yeah, it's good. It's very positive. I mean, things had actually gone pretty much exactly as we hoped, and we were, sort of sticking to what we'd planned to do during the week. So, as I say, I think in hindsight and certainly reviewing the game, we weren't happy with how we dealt with the changing conditions in the second half, because as I say, it started bucketing down during half time.
So now Bath have fallen down to 7th in the table, and the Heineken Cup, that final Heineken Cup place, is no longer in your hands. So it's going to have to be other games going with you, with Exeter taking that 6th spot. But that, in a way, is almost an aside, I suppose, with such a massive game coming up this weekend against Leicester Tigers. Yeah,
first and foremost, you've got to win. I think you let everything else take care of itself. But there's not much a bigger game than Leicester at home, especially they've been playing extremely well, so it certainly gets you excited. Yeah.
Is that the sort of the mantra then going forward for the club? 2 massive games, firstly at home against Leicester and then against Saracens. Are you taking it each game as it comes and then see where the table finishes up?
Yeah, I don't think many rugby players get caught up in doing the mathematics of tables and stuff. You just worry about, there's enough to think about during the week about the game you've got in hand. Yeah, certainly that's all we're thinking about is, Leicester and Saracens are the biggest challenges in the country at the moment. So that's all we're thinking about.
Are you optimistic that Bath can pull off a win, and would that help to perhaps put a positive gloss on the culmination of this season?
Yeah, of course, it'd be fantastic. I don't think there's any doubt we can go into this with confidence. We went up to Leicester before Christmas, and we're unlucky in the fact we ended up with 12 players on the pitch at one point, and lost narrowly in the end. I don't think any players got any doubt about that we can do the job, and it's just always exciting to have these big games, full house at the Rec, and guys all look forward to it.
And if it does rain in the second half, are you feeling more prepared this time?
Yeah, I'm going to be kicking it if it rains in the second half. I think there's so many things happen in rugby games and throughout rugby season, and there's even guys who've been playing for 15 years at the top level, you're always learning new things. So yeah, I think that's one lesson we'll take away from last week.
Simon, thank you very much for your time, and good luck on the weekend.